Have you ever been in love? Been in love?
Hi, Lemon Pips Graffiti. Hi, Aisha. Hi, Suri. Hi, you. Hi. Friday, how are you? Hi, Alexander. Hi, the Hunter's Cocktail. Hi, how you guys doing?
Have you ever searched for words to get you in the heart, but you don't know what?
Hi, Extra. Aisha, how you doing?
Have you ever
Which Bolua is this, so? Hi, Steve. How you doing? Hello. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Hi, Steve.
Hey,
How you
what
doing?
happened to the mood music? We were getting in some romantic vibes right
Do you
there.
want me to keep playing while
I
we
think
allow people to come on?
I think Instagram will remove this video if we keep it going.
All right, then how you doing? Good evening.
I'm good. Good to see
And
you as
thank you
always.
for coming on Momversations.
Glad super stoked.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hi, Fane. Hi. Good evening, everyone, and you're welcome to Momversations. Let me just bring this down a little bit. Yes. So we have this evening, I am Steve Harris, the ruthless
Absolutely.
executioner, as it were. How are you? Thank you for coming on. So everyone, you're all welcome to Momversations this beautiful evening. This is episode 8. Yes, and the topic for today is from friend to fiance. And
Right.
like I told you, Steve, I have a lot of young people who they've told me. So for me, Mrs. Gombe, you're not reaching out to us. You're not speaking to us. You're not speaking to the young ones amongst us. You're not speaking to those of us who are not mothers yet. We're not married yet. It's like you're speaking to only mothers, and I'm like, yes, okay, I agree. I haven't addressed their issues, so they have different things that they want to talk about, and of course topmost in their heart is
Relationship.
relationship. And so what is Momversations all about? Like I explained to you, Momversations simply is conversations with mothers, on different things, with the intention and objective of entertaining, enlightening, encouraging. Mothers go through a lot. I'm sure you have, I mean,
Yes,
now they
I know.
do, right?
I know.
So this is the
Mothers,
platform.
wives, women, they are the real MVPs. That's what it is.
Absolutely. So, I mean, it's just a platform where we encourage ourselves, where we talk about things, pertinent issues, and then once in a while we bring on dads, we bring on guys like you who would come and tell us from the male perspective things that we that we have. Maybe we want you to just give us your own perspective on those issues. Now, yesterday I was pleasantly surprised when you told me you had a book titled From Friend to Fiance. And I thought, okay, this is the perfect high olive concept. This is the perfect title to give today's conversations. And it will speak to all my young friends, my single young friends who are looking to, get married. And then, okay, they are wondering, what's going on? Why is it that the guy is not coming? Mr. Right is not coming. What's happening? So, but
Right.
before I start, permit me to read.
You don't have to. It's a pretty long profile. You just don't have to.
Are you sure?
I am crystal
For
clear.
those
You.
who don't know Steve Harris basically is a business coach. So he helps you out with your business. A lot of people know him. You know what? Let me just read the abbreviated version. Steve Harris, fondly called the Mr. Ruthless Execution, is regarded as one of Nigeria's leading business coaches. He's also one of the most watched, most downloaded, and quoted and followed business coaches in Nigeria. He's been profiled on Forbes Africa, The Economist, Slate Magazine, and has been frequently listed as one of the world's top 100 business coaches to follow on Twitter. So that's an abridged version of his
That's an
bio.
abridged version. Thank you.
Now, Steve Harris is happily married with a beautiful daughter, not so
Yeah.
little P, you
Not
know.
so little P.
So, yes. So, Steve, I mean, quickly, let's dive into it. Like you said, I want to ask you, what informed the topic from friends to fiancé? Why did you think, I mean, everybody knows you as a business coach. So
Right.
why did you write something regarding relationships? You understand? So, and why that topic?
Well, thank you. First off, Funmi, super stoked to be here. Thank you so much for the privilege. I don't take it for granted. So, and I couldn't say no to you. So thank you for being very persistent. So 5 years ago, I wrote this book called From Friend to Fiance, and the tagline is how to get him to want you without letting him know that you want him to want you. All right.
Yeah.
Now, the reason I wrote it was because I was having a conversation with a friend of mine at the time who was single, and she's she's Christian, and she was saying, Steve, guys aren't coming, and the guy that I really, really like, he's like 100 yards of husband material. He's friend zoned me. He's treating me like his Christian sister. You know what I mean? And how do I get his attention? So, of course, as a man, and particularly as a man who has a lot of experience previously in the past, I retired, by the way. So I started educating her on certain things to do she could get his attention. And by the time I was done, I said to her, it's going to work in about 2 weeks, but most likely you're going to call me back in about a week. So she calls me back and she says, Steve, I don't know what you did. I don't know what I said to him, but this guy is eating out of my hands. You know what I mean? He's eating out of my hands. And she says, yo, you should write a book. Yeah, she says, you should write a book. So I go on Twitter at the time. I was pretty active on Twitter. And I started, tweeting some of the thoughts that I shared in the book. And in about a couple of hours, I was trending in Nigeria. I had almost 600 followers instantly. A lot of women were saying, listen, you got to follow Steve Harris, yada, yada, yada. And, so in putting that out there, I realized that there was an economy of women who would be best served with this book. And we've sold slightly over 5,000 physical copies.
Wow.
So yeah, so I'm pretty excited about helping women.
Wow.
Single women position themselves appropriately. So yeah.
Women positioning themselves appropriately. So, I mean, I like the fact that you gave 21 secrets. So
Yeah.
are you telling me that my young friends looking to get married, looking to find that person, if they go by every single secret that you have written in this book, is it like a guarantee that, somebody is going to come seeking after them?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't mean to sound cocky or arrogant, but the odds will be significantly stacked in their favor. The Bible says that Naomi told Ruth, position yourself for Boaz and do this and do this and do that, and you'll get the guy. So I'd like the ladies, you can think of me like you're like Naomi, but I'm not Naomi. Don't call me Naomi. Think of me from that perspective. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to take on a few of the secrets as written in the book. So I want you to expatiate on a few of them, so that for the purpose of those, yes, how do we get the book? So people, I mean, we will put that on the Steve before he goes will tell us how we can get the book. I understand he has the e-copy and he also has the hard copy. Do you still have it?
Right.
You have these, right?
Yes, I do. I have both.
Excellent. So secret number one. Secret number one talks about confidence. Why are you smiling?
Yeah.
Why are you smiling?
I know where you're going. I know where you're going with this.
Okay, you know what? First and foremost, let me read. Well, I'm sure people have read it, but
Can I get a copy of the book while you talk? Let me just get a copy of the book.
Okay, please do that. Please do that. Please do. Guys, if you have questions for Steve, please just type out your questions now. Type them out. I hope I can get them and read and at least be able to read out one or two. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining.
I'm back.
All right, good. Do you want to show us your book? Let's see what it looks like.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, nice. And you wrote this when?
Wow. I think I wrote this. I'm not even sure. 2016. 2016. I wrote it in 2016.
Excellent, excellent. Oh, so they're asking, are you going to do a seminar pretty soon on relationship? I guess we have to work on that, right?
Perhaps. I used to. I used to be honest. I used to.
Okay, so you wrote here that men are attracted to confident women.
Yes.
If you ain't got it, go get it. So can you please
Okay.
explain I mean, what do you mean by confident women? You know, some women by nature are some are quiet, some are reserved. So
Right.
some people mistake that for lack of confidence, but not necessarily.
Right.
You know, so tell me, what do you mean by men are attracted to confident women? And if you don't have it, go get it. So how can a woman get confidence? And why is confidence an attraction? So I also want to ask, all the secrets that you've written down here, are those secrets the things that work for you? I mean, are those things that you also looked out for in your wife?
Well, let me simply say that a lot of the things I share are what we might call, from the guy's perspective, the bro code. You
The
know what I
bro.
mean? This is the bro code. These are the things that we as fellas look out in ladies. And so for me, I wanted to be able to give the ladies expo for the exam. You know what I mean? So that they could be able to position themselves correctly. So yeah. So talking about confidence, confidence is incredibly sexy for any man. It's a huge turn on. And you know, there's a difference between humility, humility, and arrogance. All right, let me say that again. There's a difference
Humility,
between humility,
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 and
and
arrogance.
arrogance. Yes, a lot of women fall into, and I mean no disrespect, they fall into the humility category. So
Explain.
humility, bad English, it doesn't exist, but allow me to go with it. Humility is making yourself small so that other people around you feel big. All right? I'm going to say that again. Humility is making yourself small so that other people around you feel big. So, for example, somebody will say, "Oh, girl, that your hair is really nice. Oh, it's God, oh, Baba God, no new," or some of the other things that cliches that we use. So we make ourselves small, so that other people around us feel big. Humility, real humility, is recognizing that you're big, right? But you're not going out of your way to make anyone feel small, all right? Humility is recognizing that you're a big deal. So for me, great hair. Oh, thank you, thank you. I know that's fantastic. So for me, doesn't apologize for the beauty of her hair. That's humility. Humility is making yourself small so that others feel big. Humility is recognizing that you're a big deal, but you're not going out of your way to make anyone feel small. Arrogance, on the other hand, which is a huge turnoff, is recognizing that you're big, but then you're going out of your way to make other people feel small, right? So I hope we can get the dichotomy, in this argument. So confidence for men. A man wants a woman who stands tall. A man wants a woman.
Hello? No, this is not going to happen again today. Hi, Steve. So is this me or is this from Steve's end? Okay, so Steve, can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, please say, oh no, yeah. So he's gonna come back, and I'm sure probably a call came in or something. The devil is a liar, absolutely. The devil is a liar. Hi, Jaja Oil. You can hear me. Okay, thank you, Faye. Thank you guys. Thank you. Wi-Fi issue, network, Nigerian network that will not let our enemies be great. So if you have questions for Steve before he comes on, please could you just um, um, could you type out your questions, please? And then again, so while we wait for Steve, we must hear this code, the bro code. While we wait for Steve, for those who are just joining, so Steve is talking to us on from friend. I mean, to those who are looking to getting the right guy, especially our ladies. And you know, so people were asking for me, so what's the title of the book? Is From Friend to Fiance. From Friend to Fiance, you know. Anyway, so people ask, so what's the connection between Momversations and you talking to, you know, your young friends? And I mean, Momversations about conversations with mothers, basically. But hey, we have mothers amongst us who probably have grown-up children, grown-up girls yet to get married, and they're praying for them to get married. So hey, all right, Steve is back on. Okay. Hi, Steve. What happened?
I think I had a little glitch. Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. All righty.
Righty. So I don't. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
think the last thing that I was talking about is the fact that confidence is incredibly attractive to men. So a man wants a woman who's not a pushover. A man doesn't want a woman who's emotionally vulnerable because he's going to prey on her. Those kind
Sorry,
of.
hold up. A man doesn't want a woman who's emotionally vulnerable?
No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't want a woman who's who's marred and scarred, who, you know, who's carrying all the weights of the world on her shoulders, who reminds him of the fact that, oh, you know, woe is me, nothing has gone well in my life. We're going to sleep with you. We're going to use you and dump you, but we will never take you home to mama. You know what I'm saying? Because that girl just reminds him of damaged goods. And unfortunately, no man wants to marry damaged goods. Yeah.
Okay, so that was a bit hard and tough to take in.
I'm
You know,
sorry, but that's what it is.
so due to no fault of mine, I have been battered, I have been bruised,
Yeah.
and I'm hurting. Is there anything wrong in you helping me get out of this battered and vulnerable state, rather than you coming and then you being scared about my being vulnerable and my being battered and bruised, and then you running away?
Okay, so putting it in balance, because everything is about
You know
balance.
why I asked? Sorry, my
Tell me.
sorry. You know why I asked? So we also have single mothers here.
Absolutely.
So tell me, I mean, if I'm still hurting from my past relationship, you know,
Yeah.
and perhaps I meet somebody and I'm like, oh, okay, perhaps he might just, I mean, he looks like it could work out with this one, you know. But hey, maybe every now and again, even though I know that might not be good, but every now and again, yes, I go back to, this guy hurt me. I'm upset. I'm still vulnerable. I'm still hurting. I'm not trusting, you know, fully.
Yeah.
Can't you help me get out of that rather than you run away?
Yeah. So like I was saying, it's about balance, right? So you can be emotionally vulnerable, but you're with a man who's emotionally mature, right? A man who's emotionally mature will see a woman like a garden that needs to be tended, right?
Tended.
He will see a woman as a garden that needs to be tended. Unfortunately, if the man is not emotionally mature, he will see her as prey, or, you know, he'll see himself as a predator, and she's just free dining to be preyed on. You know what I mean? Now, again, this is the challenge that women need to also remember, that, and I find that a lot of women, perhaps, who've been through these kinds of, you know, emotional issues and, you know, and trauma. I don't know if you can still hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay, because it looks like it's frozen on my screen, but let me continue.
Oh, really? I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, you're frozen on my screen, but it's okay, no problem.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I'm sure they can see you, so it's good.
Can you guys see me? Please type if you can see me and if you can hear me. Can you see me
I'm
now?
sure they can. It's frozen on my end, but it's okay. If you can see me, it's fine. No problem.
I can see you. Okay, so let's go on. I hope, okay, even if you can't see me, can you see Steve? I mean, he's our guest of honor, so that's okay. Can you see Steve? Okay, so my screen is frozen, but can you see Steve? Can you guys see Steve?
I don't think they
blurry.
can see you. I think yours is frozen.
Okay. Steve, they can
to...
see you. I think that's fine, but I'll try and change your position right now.
Okay.
But can you see? Okay, you can't see me as well. Okay, you know
No,
what?
I
See,
can't.
continue since they can see you.
Okay, so are you sure you don't want us to log out? I think that would be the best. Log out and come back in.
To log out and log back in.
Yeah, I ain't going nowhere. At least not until 8:05. I have to be out of here by 8:05. But yeah.
Okay, all right, let's do that. Let's do that.
All
Sorry,
right, cool.
guys, we're going to log out and then, can you see me now? There was a switch just now.
No, still frozen.
Okay, all right, then I hope we won't lose our